I'm going to start by saying I personally don't use this because I know what I'm doing. However, if you've never ran a social media ad in your entire life before, the meta ad library is a pretty good start. If you're in the insurance industry, first thing you should do, select financial products and services because as of 2 months and 15 days ago, like it's been mandatory to my dismay and the dismay of everybody else, but you'll learn to live with these kinds of things. And the first thing you're going to do, well, let me take a step back for a moment. First, you need to go on your browser and type meta ad library, or you're going to click the link in the description. The second thing you're going to do is choose which type of market that you do. Right. For me, when it comes to your industry, I only do the advanced products. I do cash value life insurance, IRS code 7702, annuities, and stuff like that. Those are the types of marketing in your industry that I do. But for, I guess, my education as well as yours, I have actually never touched final expense in my entire life before. But as an example, but just sort of to kind of prove my point that you can use this, right? We're going to type keywords associated with final expense, right? Again, I don't do final expense marketing, so this is a pretty neat thing for me too. What? There's going to be what? What's it look like? Let's find out. Okay, whatever. Oh, videos. Huh. Okay. What does this one say? Oh, right. It's the state regulated benefits stuff. A lot of final expense is very bait and switch, is what I don't touch it with a 10-foot pole. I like to basically like for those of you who don't know, like I've even gotten IUL and annuity ads. Well, IUL ads specifically, I ask them for $9,000 to spend a minimum upfront on question four of a 10 question form. Like I really don't like the sort of like bait and switch, type of marketing. Let's see if we're gonna find state regulated benefits anywhere. State regulated benefits. Let's see if we're gonna find that. Yeah, yeah, new program. This is like no. Um, but it does kind of seem. Let's see. Let's also do like term and term insurance, right? Please tell me I didn't misspell insurance. Okay, cool. But yeah. So you can just sort of analyze the copy that you see that's being written, plug it into ChatGPT basically. You can just sort of go here. A final expense is very low hanging fruit. Okay, um, that's not insurance, but you can just kind of take this stuff, ethos, life, right? You can just sort of take the things that everyone is running, copy and paste it, put into Chat GPT, probably go on Canva or something like that to make the like image stuff. That's the other thing too. Most of this stuff is image ads. I prefer video ads because I like when I was like, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, right? 21, you know, I basically like throughout my nearly 7-year career, four of them was basically like video editing. And I still do a lot of video editing now to a degree, but like not as intense as I did when I was younger. But it's just kind of one of those things where it's like if you're absolutely new to marketing, you can just sort of take what your competitors do, synthesize it into an AI program. Honestly, maybe even have the AI make the images for you now. I think this one is AI generated. Yep, that one's AI generated. You can tell by the I think it's called ray tracing. Yeah, but like what the site brings them to is to a landing page, right? So get your free quote, right? So we're gonna analyze Ethos Life a little bit because so Ethos Life, right, slash term, right, and then it brought us to here. So this is where it does things like this is called qualification. This is called a funnel, right? If you're completely new to marketing, it's a very basic concept. sometimes it's more optimized, sometimes it's not. I really kind of wish they like if I was in Ethos Life's position, I would have had a video as a pre-screening, then they fill out this survey, but it's to each their own. Maybe there's a video at the end of it, right? Create a safety net for my loved ones, right? This is just so you're getting goals, right? Let's assume, right, I'm an ideal customer for something like that. I don't know if Ethos Life has cash value policies or not, but let's just say accumulate. Oh, they do accumulate money with my policy. There we go. Who depends on you financially? Just keep going. Great, you will get coverage options in as little as 5 minutes. Coverage needs. Oh shit. Let me at the very least answer stuff. Let me at the very least answer stuff properly so that I'm not like completely wasting this company's time. But how is your overall health? Like I'm in my 20s, dude. I'm perfectly fine. Do you use nicotine? No, I'm not retarded. How many children do you have over the age of 18? I don't. I'm I'm in my early 20s. Do you have an estate plan or will in place? Like, here's the thing. I really like this. So on question three, we can see that Ethos Life is trying to create cross sell opportunities, right? So question, so actually, oh shit, back, 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 back. Okay. So like they had like a couple where in order to actually get to the survey to get the free quote, you had to click a couple of times, right? Question one is is them asking if how quickly you want to move forward, right? Me personally, because your business is rather consolidative, I'll have this question at the end of the form, but I'll phrase it slightly differently. I'll say, would you like to speak to a licensed financial professional via phone or Zoom? Because if people aren't like ready like right now, I'll just do email marketing and SMS marketing. That's sort of how I do things. But with Ethos Life, they're trying to see how quickly they are to get someone to speak to somebody immediately. I also know that Ethos Life sells the information that they get when people opt into their form, basically when they don't like check out. Because like as the carrier, they just say, oh, you can just outright buy it from here. So, but to each their own, right? Then we go provide your sex at birth, right? They're asking like general health stuff now. So like cool. So question one was a commitment question, and then two through four are health questions. Okay, two through five. Okay, there we go. Two through five. Now, questions six and seven, right? How many children do you have? Right? When it comes to that, you can probably do some kind of policy per child, basically, right? So that's good. You could also do like college planning through IULs and whole life and stuff like that, which is what this is for, basically. Then there's do you have an estate plan or will in place, right? This opens up cross-selling opportunities. And by the way, find find estate attorneys to partner with. It's almost as good as my ads. Like I'll just say that outright. If you're a life insurance broker, find an estate planning attorney to do some kind of referral partnership with. It is almost as good and almost as consistent as my ads. It's almost as good in terms of quality. It's better for that because it's free, but it might not be as consistent as say ads, which is literally just I put $1 in, I get $7 out. Neat. I take those $7, I put that in, and then I make $49 from that. And I'm just playing with the house's money, basically, is the general idea. It's more complicated than that on like the setup structure and all that stuff, but it's the basic premise, right? But anyway, that's what this is designed for. It's like, oh, do you have an estate plan or will in place? Yes, okay, cool. This will help make things easier for you. Oh, you don't? This thing will actually really help you out a lot, and then it also increases, right? Let's just say yes. Okay, nice. You're ahead of the pack. Less than half of American adults have an FYI. Eligible policyholders have access to a range of estate plan. Blah blah blah. Like point is, it's like, oh, by the way, we're not going to upsell you, but we could if we wanted to. Right there we go. Right. How much remaining debt? on a mortgage do you have, right? I'll answer this question honestly. Do you have an idea of how much coverage you'd like? So I'm gonna test something real quick because not a lot of people do this. Like, is it a smart form or not? So I'm gonna click yes, right? And then it's asking me coverage range. How much coverage are you looking for? This is a one-time life insurance payout your loved ones will receive when you pass away, right? Okay. So let's say I'm not sure. Term insurance sounds like a good fit. Okay. So now I'll say yes, right? So how much coverage are you looking for? Jesus, $3 million. If it's just to cover the mortgage, right, and provide a little extra, let's just say that, tend to being honest. Term insurance sounds like term insurance sounds like a good fit. Okay. Let's see if we go higher on the death benefit. What does it say? Term insurance sounds like a good fit. Okay. So their thing only sells term insurance. I don't know if Ethos Life, the carrier, does cash value policies or not, but let's go into here, right? Confirm eligibility. United States, right? State I was born. Cool. They're capturing state info. Then it's like, are you a citizen or a permanent? Yes, I'm a freaking citizen. Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna put in my zip code. I'm gonna put in a different zip code because I don't want to dox myself on the internet. So so yeah. Birthday. The internet can know how old I am. That's fine. But yeah. Uh, I'll just put my first name and last name in here. But the point is, this process is called funnel hacking, right? Obviously, an insurance carrier knows how to sell insurance, right? Since they're an okay, and since they know how to sell insurance, I know that I can, on this ad library, let's say I was selling term. I can just make a landing page similar to this where it has the thing. I probably wouldn't have the helpline up at the top while I'm trying to, bring people here. I'm also auditing the current experience, right? I'm gonna use a burner email because I don't feel like being harassed. Okay, captcha. Fuck. Okay, cool. I was about to say I'm not a robot. I can pass the captcha. Not an AI. All right. Oh man. So like there's a really, really large, extensive qualifying process. Okay. I can't I don't remember the address that I put in, but you get the general idea. You know, the goal is basically like from there it's like okay, so we'll put a qualifying video there either like before the survey, rearrange the survey a little bit to increase conversions, maybe change the phrasing a little bit to increase conversions as well, but overall Ethos Life has a really solid funnel. Now me personally, again, I prefer the marketing of advanced products instead of like term insurance and stuff like that. But generally speaking, if you're just looking to test some stuff, right? So like as an example, right? Let's say annuity. I don't market the product, but legacy transfer consulting, right? Your wealth deserves security and growth. Fixed indexed annuity. Okay, this is selling fixed products. I don't market the product. I market what the product does. So, and I also do a lot of cross selling in my ads as well. So I don't really like just saying, here's a product, here's what this product does, would you like to buy a product, right? It's not personally how I do things. I'll talk about what the product does, but let's just see this video as an example. This is called user generated content. It looks like they hired someone to basically pretend to make a piece of content that looks like an ad. I just outright make a piece of content, but I typically like doing faceless content with AI and stuff like that, but teach their own. Also, they could move the main guy a little bit further out from the center of frame, and then probably move her face probably closer to the side, maybe move him a little bit so that they can put some captions under his chin and also not block, those captions because um the video from about where my mouse is, like it's really only gonna show her eyes because the page is gonna have a like and follow button stuff right around here ish. It's gonna have, if it's on Instagram and Facebook for Reels, it's gonna have the like, share button and all that stuff around here. So this part is actually very obscured, right? But the hook, right? Did y'all hear about the stock market? So this could be a little bit better because there's about a second and a half of dead air. And keep in mind, especially when it comes to social media, for a good half the battle is acknowledging that the competition is this motion or this motion, right? Basically, so keep that in mind. Don't have in a 3 second hook a second and a half of dead air. That's that's not going to do very well. But let's continue. It's basically a reaction video. This part can be very boring, right? So, and I understand that currently, it's 16 minutes and you probably weren't expecting me to react to something that someone else is reacting to. But the point I'm trying to make is we're just finding our competitors and what they're running. Again, me personally, I do customized marketing, so this literally doesn't even apply to me. But what I'm talking about is the same skill set that I leverage. Let's say if someone is currently running ads and they decide to work with me, I just kind of go, oh, you know what? Probably make this ad create a little bit better. Maybe don't talk about the product, talk about what the product does. I really like how in the ad creative, it's very story formatted, but me personally, I like to keep social media ads on the front end no longer than 30 seconds because if I'm going to run something longer and if I'm running a much larger video, I want that to be part of the opt-in page. I want that to increase the intent, basically. That's kind of the idea there. But okay, so using that part, it's basically a 20 something second hook. But then again, right, with this right here, I probably have the captions in the center of screen because psychologically, we when we're looking at a person, we look at like right around here. So we don't want to obscure the nose, we don't want to obscure the mouth with our captions. So we're gonna like put our captions like right in the center of our face, like right here. Because again, it's the same problem. It's on the bottom right here. So keep in mind, like let's say this ad does really, really, really well for this company, right? So let's just say legacy transfer consulting. Let's say this one does really, really well. They've really locked in meta ads. What if they wanted to transition to TikTok or YouTube ads? Well, with TikTok, they can kind of get away with that being right there, just of how things are formatted. But with YouTube, these captions are not going to be visible because of the way that because the channel name's going to be right here, the subscribe button's going to be right here. It's already going to block this part off a little bit, but that's neither here nor there. Again, put the if you're running video ads and you have captions, especially like you know this, it looks like they hired someone on Fire like $15 to do this. Is what I'd say, something like that. But okay, yeah, this entire video could have shaved off 20 seconds because what he just said right around here, that could be the start of it. Like a good 25 seconds of this ad is completely and utterly worthless. How long have they been running this ad creative? That's another thing too. You can watch, see how long they've been running it. So they've been running this ad creative since yesterday, and I can't see. It doesn't let you see their it doesn't actually let you see the like the analytics as if you were running your own ads on here. But as an example, I'd imagine they have a lot of people around the 10-second mark of this ad that are just they just kind of moved away. Right? With me, if I'm running a 30-second ad, most people will stick around for about 20 to 25 seconds of it. Basically, which is fine because right around the 20-second mark, I've already talked about everything the product offers. And I just say, if that sounds like something you want, click the link below to see if you qualify to speak to a licensed financial professional. I'm going straight to the appointment. I'm not doing learn more because I don't want window shoppers. So, like, as an example, like, you're going really, really high on the intent side. So you're doing a 2-minute ad, but you've dedicated nearly 30 seconds of a quarter of it being dead air and nothing really being that good in hook. Just point is keep auditing like when you're looking at this kind of thing, what you want to do is you want to audit. And if at any point in your like when you're looking at this stuff and you're trying to understand like what people are running and why and what people are running and why and stuff like that, then you go into um then you get yourself into a position where you're shit. What was I talking about again? Oh, yeah, you're trying to figure out like what people are running and why, basically. And it's just a couple of things that you want. You want intent, you want intent, and you want volume in such a way that does not impact quality. Those are the three things that you want because these three things equal the thing that you actually want, which is conversions or sales, right? Pick an industry, that's marketing for the most part. So that kind of thing. You can just sort of keep going down the line. It's probably really easy for me to like find the flaw and adapt something immediately. But you can just kind of think like, oh, if I was in my own if I was in my target demographic, right, unlocked a 30% more retirement income potential, like don't commit don't commit like violations of like don't like do things that can get your license revoked, either. That's probably not a good thing. That's probably not a thing that makes you money. um Geez. Retire with confidence ebook, right? If you're doing an ebook, probably do a video ad instead of an image ad, and then after that, like charge like $3 to $17 for the ebook, basically. But um instant paycheck, cash advance. I don't know why that even came up, but you could just kind of see like some stuff is better than others. So this one's been running for a couple of weeks now. But the other thing too, I'm just kind of like going over this stuff like really, really quick. Let me know down in the description if you just want like a video that's an hour long or more of me just live auditing a bunch of different ads. Perhaps you can even tell me your Facebook page down below in the description, and I might even audit it from there. But just letting you know, right? You can filter stuff. All locations, right? English advertisers, all advertisers, right? Yeah, all advertisers, all platforms. Let's just do Facebook. Yeah, Facebook's really the only, like, in terms of meta, Facebook's really the only decent place to run annuity ads on, just in my personal experience. If you found success with image ads, and you found success running annuity ads on Instagram, just do Instagram. But yeah, memes, images, videos. Right, there we go. And I don't want from 2018. It's not useful, but I will do 24 March. No, not 2025, 2024. There we go. And I don't want, well, maybe I do want March. Okay. So now I'm gonna hit apply because I want ads that have been running for really, really long time, right? This one, right? Oklahoma seniors. Oh God. That's another thing about Meta's API. Sometimes when you click play on the ad library, it doesn't let you click pause sometimes. But like that's basically the general gist of it. Like you just filter by what you're looking for, run some keywords, right? Find stuff that works, right? 4% withdrawal strategies, like squeezing it. So this one's basically saying stock market, blah blah blah. Like a lot of annuity ads that you'll find is stock market bad, fixed products good. Basically. Because but when even when I first started, right, with annuity marketing specifically, like what I did myself was stock market bad, taxes bad, because what I do is a lot of annuity IUL, like cross sell ads. That's what I do. But yeah, if you're looking for some help, click the link down below in the description. I'll do a one-on-one consultation with you if you're above 100% or higher on life insurance and 7% or higher on annuities. If not, I got a different link for you. And yeah, I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my weekend and have a good one.